Hi guys, it's Kiyako here, back with another speed build. This is gonna take me a second to explain what this speed build is. Honestly, I'm not even sure how to describe it or like what my title for this video is gonna be yet, but let's talk about it. So basically, I wanted to create an apartment with this aesthetic that I've had in mind for a while now. It's like one of my Pinterest boards. This is like low-key one of my versions of my dream apartment. I have like, I don't know, like 15, 20 different aesthetics for a dream apartment, and this is just one of them. So this isn't like my, like, you know, the one dream apartment I have. This is just kind of like an aesthetic that I put together that I, you know, wouldn't mind living in the future. You know, anyways, the aesthetic is kind of, it's very, I don't know how to describe this. I'm not doing a great job narrating right now, but you guys can see as we go along kind of what vibe I'm going for. It's very, oh gosh, what's the word? There's a lot of pastels, a lot of strong colors, a lot of pinks and blues. It's a little Japanese inspired, I would say. I bring in some pieces that I would say look kind of Japanese inspired. There's a lot of little details in this build. There's a lot of details in this build. Like, the only reason this build is so long, or at least long for an apartment, because I usually don't take this long to like furnish an apartment, because they're such smaller lots and you don't have to build. But this one, it took me so freaking long because I spent a lot of time just, you know, putting in these little details everywhere. So I hope you guys notice those details because it took me so freaking long to put in all these little things. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, I started with the bathroom, which is very unusual for me. I usually do the bathroom like totally last, because you guys know me, don't love furnishing bathrooms. But in this case, I started with the bathroom first, and I don't really know why. I don't know what compelled me to do that. But I am glad that I did, because I feel like starting with the bathroom first really motivated me to actually pay attention to it and actually put a lot of effort and detail into it. As you can see, I'm paying a lot of attention to the objects I'm putting in, like the shelving on the bottom there. I'm putting stuff on the sink head. I'm just trying to make it seem like a real bathroom that, you know, someone, maybe me in the Sims world, could possibly have. You know what this apartment really is probably like an apartment for like my Sim self. You know, if I had a Sim self, this would be like my Sim apartment, I would say. But yeah, anyways, putting in, again, let's see, little shelves on the wall. I really like the shower curtain, like the cherry blossom shower curtain. I think it's so freaking beautiful. I would love that in real life. It's like, it's so cute. I love it. And then we're gonna put in, let's see, what else are we doing? There's so many little details here, man. Like, oh, geez. And I'm gonna put in my sink. You know, it's, my metal color is kind of like bronze, and then sometimes it's rose gold, and then sometimes it's just like silver. It kind of varies throughout this build. But, you know, honestly, like, I don't mind it. Like, I'm so very heavy-handed about, you know, choosing my metal tone and then sticking with it like all the way through the build. But in this one, I vary it up here and there. I was just, I don't know, experimenting a little bit more, I guess, with aesthetics. I love this tiling on the floor. I've talked about this tiling before. I've used it a lot in other videos, but I absolutely love this tile. It's so beautiful. Putting in a little orange mat. I thought that was really cute. I'm gonna put in, what's it called? It's not a curtain, it's like a blind. Blinds on my window. This is a little stool. I'm gonna put some like soap and like bath stuff on there, so you can have like, you can like take a bath, and then you can have like a little stool next to you, almost like a side table, so that if I'm like taking a bath and I'm like drinking tea or something, then I can have like a little stool there to set my tea down. I should clarify that yes, this is, well, like I said, this is like my dream aesthetic apartment, like one of many. So when I was designing this, I was designing with me as the clientele in mind. So I'll mention a lot of things here and there about, you know, the way I would need my apartment to be in order to live. But I would need a little stool next to the bathtub so I could, you know, put stuff down on it, I guess. But we are moving on to the kitchen now. Again, very interesting of me to like do these particular rooms first, because I usually would do like living room, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, kind of like that kind of order. But in this case, I did like the opposite of what I usually do, and I don't know why. But it worked out really well, so I think maybe I'll try doing this in the future, where I start with the rooms I dread the most, and then maybe it'll like motivate me to try the hardest on those rooms. I love this little trio of vases here, I misspoke, those 3 pink vases. And then I'm going to, let's see, one of the vases had like a flower that was like blue and not green, so I have to cover it up because it wasn't in my color scheme. So there I am covering up that flower. And these are all sitting on top of a little toaster oven. You know, honestly, I don't really use a toaster oven, but like I would get one if I could afford one, and then I would just make like freaking toast or like paninis or something. Can you make paninis in a toaster oven? I don't know. I haven't had a panini in like freaking forever. Like I miss paninis. Anyways, I'm gonna put in this wood backing on this side here, just to add some texture to this kitchen. And then we're gonna put in our cabinetry. Just gonna put that, I believe, just on that wall. Then we just put it there. A little, what's it called? A stove cover. And yeah, this kitchen's really cute. I like it a lot. And my little rice cooker, because I eat like a lot of rice, so need a rice cooker. Then a little corner by the window. You'll see me put like a mug down there too, as if someone's like sitting, or as if I'm, I guess, sitting by the window like taking notes about, I don't know, a grocery list or something like that. You can see on the left to the toaster oven I have that little standing mixer. I've never had one of those. I've always wanted one. They're so freaking magnificent, and I love baking, so I like, when I am wealthy, hopefully sometime in my life, that's one of the first things I'll buy is a standing mixer. They're ridiculously expensive. Like, they're crazy expensive. Like, they can run up to like $500 to $1,000. They're so expensive, but like totally worth it. They're so beautiful. And then put in a blender because I drink smoothies, and then a little vent above the stove to, you know, vent the kitchen. And then we're gonna put in, let's see, do we put in this table? I don't quite recall. I guess we put in a little, what's it called, like a counter area for like stools and stuff. And then you can see we have that little bowl with some green fruit. I don't know what green fruit that is. I don't know if that's like green apples or pears or something. I don't know. I don't really like pears, so let's just say they're green apples. I'm gonna put in a light. I originally went with this like ball-shaped one, and then I ended up changing it to one that looks more like a lantern. This one, because I just like I like the texture a bit more. I felt it went more with the aesthetic I was going for, and also like the actual color tone of the light. Like, it lit the room a lot nicer, I would say. But I like it. It's cute. I like that light choice. And then tucked into the back right here where that big colorful rug is going to be where our like dining area is. It gets a little eclectic here. I'm kind of a maximalist. I really like eclectic style, like, you know, collecting really cool things and just kind of mishmashing a bunch of patterns and colors together. I really like it personally. So I have this like cool checkered tablecloth here, and then the walls themselves are like blue striped. We have this little pot of flowers over here. I ended up changing them to a different flower set just because the original one wasn't working. I changed it to, let's see, which one? It was like a cute little green one. You'll see it later. Oh, is it this one? No, yeah, that one. I thought that shade of green was really, really, really nice for this room. Put in these chairs, which are so cute, like cane wicker or whatever you want to call that texture. It's so beautiful. And then what are we doing? On this wall, we are putting in, let's see, turned around canvas, I guess. A little piece of art on the wall. Again, like, I want to clarify, like, this isn't like exactly how my dream apartment would look in real life. And like I said, there are many, many different aesthetics that I would go for. Like, one of my dream apartments is like a very cool girl, like 70s, you know, badass kind of apartment, which is very opposite from this kind of apartment. But if this were an aesthetic that I were to like make in reality, it would be kind of different, you know, because like in The Sims, I don't always design to how I think it should look in reality. I just design to how I think it looks good in The Sims. Does that make sense? You know, for example, like this color scheme is super intense. Like, I mean, any of my color schemes are super intense. And in real life, they might come across as way too intense, like way too monochromatic or way too strict, I guess. So, I don't know. In real life, it wouldn't look exactly like this, is what I'm trying to say. Put a little cat tower here because I have a cat, so he needs his cat tower. And a little cat bed on there. Put some balls of yarn. I don't know if he would play with balls of yarn. I've never, like, given him a ball of yarn to play with, but I'm gonna assume his, like, natural yarn-loving instincts will kick in if he lived in this apartment, so he's got balls of yarn there. This is a little, like, string of things on the wall. I figured that could be a place where I could like clip up like postcards or like letters from friends or just like cool stuff. I could just have like a sentimental area on the wall. And then we have a bunch of storage up here, these big old closets, because I feel like I'm a person who needs storage. I mean, everyone needs storage, but I feel like I need a lot of storage. It's not like I have a lot of stuff. It's just I don't like having things too cramped, so like having more storage is always better for me. And also, like, my dream is to be able to have, like, the hugest closet in my lifetime where I just have, like, so many cool clothes. Not in, like, a wasteful, you know, fast fashion-y, like, constantly shopping kind of way, but in a way where I, like, curate and collect, like, genuine, cool vintage pieces, like, over the years and just have, like, a really crazy curation by the time I'm super old. That's, like, my dream for my closet, man. But yeah, anyways, we're doing this little entryway now. As you can see, I have, like, a coat hanger on the left, and on the right here, we're gonna put a little mirror by the door. And this is just so, like, on the way out the door, I could, like, I don't know, check to see if there's anything in my teeth, I guess, or, like, put some mail there, so I can have a place to put my mail. I don't know. I just thought it was, like, a cute little detail by the door here. And then we're gonna put in, like I said, like a little piece of mail to indicate that I just got my mail, and I put it down on this little shelf. But yeah, so this is an apartment for my imaginary sim self. I don't know if I'll actually do like a sim self video where I like create myself. I know that people have asked for that before, I've talked about it. I don't know. I'm a little shy. I don't... maybe I'll make like a version of myself that's like not really me, but kind of me. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts on that are. I don't know. I'm shy. Anyways, we are in the living room now, which is like, turns out being like one of my favorite places in this whole build. I need my big flat screen TV. I freaking watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV. Oh, y'all, I just freaking finished the second season of the show Succession. High recommend. It's probably like one of my favorite shows that I've like ever seen so far. I mean, I say that about every new show I watch, to be honest, but like this one is genuinely like freaking blowing my mind. So check it out if you guys are interested in like business family dramas, because that's what it is. And I know that sounds kind of boring, but I promise that it's very well written and very, very cool. But yeah, check that out. That's my show rec for you guys today. Oh, I just saw a spider crawling up my wall. It's kind of freaking me out, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. Anyways, as you can see, I have this beautiful collection of pottery and like sculptures on my fireplace there. I don't I don't have that in real life currently, but I am a huge fan of pottery and sculptural artwork and stuff. So I like to imagine that I would have like a little collection. And I thought it looked really cute all collected up there on the fireplace. So put that there. This is like just like this is me living vicariously through The Sims, just imagining all the things that I could have if money weren't an issue. But you know, whatever. We got these little window blinds again. We're gonna put some more pillows because I am a pillow girl. That doesn't sound exactly right. I like pillows is what I'm trying to say. I freaking like, dude, I have like 7 pillows on my bed, and then when I go to sleep at night, I throw all of them but one on the floor. And I know I'm not the only one who does that. I know there's other people who do that, so I am not gonna judge myself. I just like pillows. I think they're fun. I think it's like an opportunity to showcase like a collection of textiles and patterns and textures, and I love pillows. So there's gonna be a lot of pillows here, forgive me. We're gonna put this little triad of candles on that little table there. I really like candles. I like how they smell. I like how they look. They do give me like a lot of anxiety though, because I'm always worried that one's gonna knock over, or my cat's gonna knock one over, or like I'm gonna forget that one's lit and I'm just gonna like set my house on fire. So realistically, like I'd probably have candles and then just like never light them. Or maybe I'll get like, I don't know. What is there an alternative to the candle that is as cool? I don't think so. Dang, whatever, it's fine. You can see I put those little pillows on the floor. That's because sometimes I like eating on the floor, like on the coffee table, just sitting on the floor, eating like my rice. So I put some pillows on the floor for me to do that. This is my little painting corner. Not that I'm a painter, I literally just like started painting very, very recently, but I like it, so let's pretend that I'm a painter now, and I have like my little painting corner. Or I guess this could just in general be like my little art corner, you know? Like it doesn't, I could do anything over here. But, I mean, there's just an easel and stuff. And then on the right there, behind that lamp, I tucked in a little room heater. What's it called? Like a little radiator? No, it's like a room heater. I don't know. And I thought that was really cute because I get cold very easily, so had to have a heater. So on this wall here, I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do. I ended up creating basically like a, what's it called? Like a gallery wall, you know, like a saloon style wall where you have like a bunch of paintings and decorations together. So I have this big painting on the left, which I think is so stunning. We have a clock up there, and then we're gonna have like some little framed things. So it's kind of like this, like I said, like a little bit of a gallery style wall. But I think this is so cute. I love eclectic style. I love like collecting things and then putting it all together and seeing how awesome it looks. And then along this wall, we're gonna have a big old shelf for stuff. And then we're gonna have another little closet on the side, just again for storage purposes, because I need storage. I feel like I'm making it sound like I have a lot of things. I don't have a lot of things. Like, it's just because I live in a very small place right now that like even the small amount of stuff I own feels immensely cramped. So like in my head, like having an immense amount of storage is like amazing to me. So I keep giving myself more and more storage in this house because of that. But I'm just decorating the shelf pretty simply. I gave myself a printer there because I print stuff. I'm a printer. I need a printer, so there's a printer. And then various boxes and, you know, little doodads, collectibles, stuff like that. A little stool on the side so that I can stand on it to reach the things on top because, you know, I don't know if I could reach the things on top if I was just standing there. And then we have a little table, or a little armchair right there, a little pink armchair. Very cute. Obviously there's a pillow on it. A little cat scratcher, and then a little cat bed so that my cat has a little place in the living room for himself. This is the bedroom. Slash is also going to be the office space as well, which is kind of a bad idea for me because I have found in my life that I do better working, like I'm more productive on things when I don't do it in my bedroom, you know? And I feel like that's true for a lot of people, you know? Like I feel that's why people, you know, will leave their house to go to the library or a cafe or somewhere else that's not their home to be productive and do work, you know? I don't know if that's true for you guys, but that's what I've found. So it's kind of a bad idea for me to put like my entire workspace and office in my actual bedroom, but it's fine, whatever. I didn't have a lot of space, it's okay. But yeah, so here's my little L desk that I created with two normal desks just pushed against each other. I really want an L desk in real life. I don't know what it is about them that intrigue me so much. I think I just like the idea of having like a massive freaking desk that takes up a lot of space. I don't know why, I just really want one. It's just like, it calls to me or something. And then we have a little plant over there. There's like a couple like plants here and there scattered throughout this build. I've mentioned this in the past, I want to be a plant person. I'm currently not a plant person, like I don't have a plant and I don't know how to take care of plants, but I like to romanticize, I like to think of a romanticized version of myself that does do that. So, you know, I would honestly say that this whole build is for a romanticized version of myself. So there's plants there and they're alive and they're healthy because in this world, I took care of them very, very well. I put in a little filing cabinet in the corner there. Not that I have like a lot of stuff to file, but I thought those yellow filing cabinets were super cute. And then we're gonna have a little chess table over here because I watched The Queen's Gambit and I really liked it, so there's gonna be a chess table in my house. And then we're gonna put in a rug for myself, just, you know, for the floor. And then, let's see, we're gonna put, what do we put above this bed? I don't quite recall. I think we just put in two paintings side by side. Honestly, in real life, again, like I said, this wouldn't look exactly the same in real life. I probably go with a lot of different artwork choices. I just kind of worked with what I had in my color palette in the game. I mean, that's true for everything, right? That's true for all the furniture, the doors, the windows. Like, I only can use what I have in the game. So in real life, you know, I may make other choices depending on what I have access to. I freaking love that dinosaur lamp. I've used that a handful of times. I think it's so freaking cute. It's adorable. This is a little vanity I'm putting together for myself because I enjoy makeup and doing my nails and having a little vanity would be so cute for that. So I'm just giving myself a little vanity. Obviously it has to have that dinosaur lamp there. And then over here, I think we just put a little hamper. Yeah. Which is funny because there's also like a basket hamper in the bathroom, so I don't know why I have 2 hampers, but apparently I need 2 hampers. And this is my walk-in closet because my dream self has a walk-in closet. It'd be bigger, like my ultimate dream is to have like a closet way bigger than even this room. But this is the size I had in this apartment and I feel like it works here. But honestly, there's this lady on TikTok I follow and she's a little bit older, she's like middle-aged, and she's had, because she's a little bit older, she's had like years and years and years of her life to collect a lot of clothes, and she has this freaking amazing closet. And I follow her on TikTok because I always like seeing her when she walks around her huge closet that's basically the size of my apartment, and she just like talks about her clothes and where she got things and how old things are. I think it's so freaking interesting. I'm so jealous. I think curating vintage pieces is such a skill, and I think it's very impressive to me personally when people have really cool vintage clothes, you know, because you have to look for it. It's kind of like a hunt, you know. But yeah, anyways, that's just me. I wonder what you guys, like, what do you guys think of, what's your relationship with fashion and style and clothing, you know, because I have a very, I have a huge interest in it. I very much desire to be someone who can commit a lot of time and money into it. Currently, I don't have the money aspect of that, but I do collect vintage pieces here and there. So what are your relationships with it? And if you guys are vintage collectors, please let me know what is your favorite vintage piece in your closet, because like I need to know. I love hearing people describe these things. I love knowing what you guys were able to hunt down and get for yourselves. One of my favorite pieces is a what's it called? A cheerleader's jacket I got that was from the 1950s, I believe, and I verified it through the zipper type, so it is a true vintage piece, and it's so beautiful. It's like in perfect condition. It makes me feel like I'm like a cheerleader in a old-fashioned movie, you know. I know that's strange, but that's just me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this build. It's very personal to me, just in terms of my aesthetic, and obviously I built this kind of for myself, so I'm curious as to what you guys think. And would you live here? Like, would the layout of this apartment work for you? Or is it too personalized to myself? I don't know, but let me know. I might do like a little mini series of aesthetics like this where I just like go through all the different apartments I would want. But obviously, you know, as always, you guys submit any requests, any build suggestions you have. I'm always down to do them. But yeah, anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.